An important part of your mandate is the funding of public transit projects. And as we all know, there are important transit priorities in communities across the country, things like LRT in Hamilton, Vancouver's Broadway and Langley SkyTrain expansions, extensions to the Blue and Orange lines in Montreal. And it's really positive to see that your government has committed funding to some of these projects. We're hopeful that more funding will be available for Hamilton and for the second stage of Vancouver's Broadway extension to UBC. But we've also heard concern about how federal funding is getting spent. And with regards to the LRT here in Ottawa, the federal government has provided $762 million towards stage one and over $1 billion towards stage two. We saw multiple delays during construction, and since it's opened, users have suffered constant delays, missing trains and replacement buses. There's real concerns about how public-private partnerships are being used to build and manage transit systems like Ottawa's LRT. Are you concerned that handing over control to private corporations denies the accountability for service that transit users here in Ottawa deserve and expect?
Well, I mean, I know it's been hard for folks in Ottawa. I live here in Ottawa, and I see the impacts. I mean, I think, look, at any project has to deliver on what it's supposed to deliver on, whether it's a private public partnership or fully funded by levels of government. And I think that's something that does concern me, and making sure that all levels of government are accountable for taxpayer dollars is extremely important. Having said that, I mean, when you look at the infrastructure needs across the country, they're huge. That we have, I mean, we talked about one stream, disaster mitigation, 10 times the interest, but that's across the board. The public transit projects that I'm getting proposed in your province are extremely significant. I think we do need to look at opportunities to work with the private sector, but of course being mindful of outcomes and making sure that when projects are built, they deliver what was expected. Also, that they are done in a timely way and they are mindful of taxpayer dollars.
Minister, when it comes to stage two of the LRT here in Ottawa and the $1 billion commitment that the federal government's made, are you concerned by reports that the technical submission associated with the winning bid made by SNC-Lavalin was seriously flawed? And are you concerned that by allowing corporations to undercut each other in the bidding process, that we're going to be building infrastructure that is not up to the standards that Canadian citizens expect?
I mean, I'm not going to talk about particular projects, but of course, I think that we need to make sure absolutely that when projects are done, that they achieve the outcomes that are expected, and that they're done in a timely way, and they're done, within the budget that is there. I think that is extremely important. That is something that I will be focused on, and I think there are concerns with Ottawa's LRT. That is fair, and I think that, as we reflect on how we move forward with infrastructure investments, we need to be delivering for Canadians, and all levels of government need to be working together to do that.